She's a little bit country. I'm sorry, Marie Osmond. I had to do
Hi.
that but when I was
Hey,
5 years old, dadgummit, I had to
Ray,
do
you
that
do what you
every
got to
year.
do, babe.
Marie Osmond is going to be here at the Palladium in Carmel with A Symphonic Christmas on Saturday, December 10th, this coming Saturday. Marie, it's great to talk to you. How are you today?
Ray, I'm doing great. It's fun to talk to you, and I'm sure excited to be there.
Man.
Especially the Palladium at the Center for the Performing Arts. Man, it is such a beautiful place, and it's going to be the perfect location for this show. It's going to be great.
Now, if you did not know, we probably at the archives near the Center for the Performing Arts, which is home to the Great American Songbook Foundation, founded by Michael Feinstein. When they recently opened up a new wing of the archives near the Palladium where you're going to be performing. And when they opened that up, I was fortunate to get to go, and Michael took me on a tour of some of the archives, and he pulled out something brand new at the time that they had just acquired, and that was an entire set of scores and scripts and other things related to the Andy Williams Show, the Andy Williams Variety Show, which
Right.
is where the Osmonds made their, really not their professional debut, but I mean, when it comes to national television, that's where you and Donny and everybody got their start.
I mean, I did my first Andy Williams show at age 3, and I was introduced as the youngest Osmond brother.
Now,
Yeah, I know pretty well.
yeah.
Yep.
So all of that is here in Indiana, and I remember when that first opened. I know Michael actually talked to Donny over Zoom or however, whatever virtual setup they had there between himself and Donny, and reminisced about Donny sitting on Andy Williams' knee and the whole shebang, and getting that start and becoming nationally known because of that variety show, which aired on our station, WRTV, which was an NBC station back then.
NBC station, right. Yeah, Donny and I both debuted the same year. We both started the same year. He was 5 and I was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Music was my safe place, and it always has been a wonderful place for me. Music, to me, it feeds the soul. I don't know what I would do without music. And I think it's why I still love to perform and do shows for people, because, it's the tones and the frequencies and everything about it that can do so much. And I think we need that right now, don't you? I think we need to be joyous and happy more than ever.
And that's what your current show is about, this tour that just started that's coming to Carmel, A Symphonic Christmas. You're bringing a symphony orchestra with you. And yes, it's a holiday show, but it sounds like it's much more than that.
Well, you know what it is? We just did our first, when we did our very first show, you never know, because you always put together a few different elements and things every show. It was so incredibly fun. I mean, the audience stood up multiple times and they were laughing and having fun. I'm interactive. I do a thing with social media there that's fun to give away gifts. But at the end, I mean, people were like tearing up and having fun. And it's like I said when we talked right before this, I said, I don't remember what I got 5 years ago for Christmas. I mean, unless it's like a huge gift.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do remember are those special times I spent with the people I love. And that's what this show is. It's an opportunity to get together. It's for all ages. I had 20-year-olds there that was like, oh my gosh, we thought you were just that diet lady for Nutrisystem. We didn't know you could sing. And I'm like, yeah, I can sing. And when I did my last album, Unexpected, and it debuted #1 on Billboard. It blew my mind. Honestly, I didn't expect that. It kind of was the impetus to get out and do more orchestra, symphonic shows. And so that's really how this is. And to me, the holidays is the perfect time. I mean, our show was #1 in Vegas. I know how to do a show with just, my band. But when you add that 30 to 60 people on stage with you, it's magical. And I laugh. I tell everybody, you will leave there with the Marie Osmond Good Housekeeping stamp of approval that you will have the holiday spirit, I promise.
Good housekeeping stamp for that's a big deal. Yeah.
The Marie Osmond Good
Marie Osmond Good Housekeeping. Okay. You told me something also before we got started, and I never have thought of it this way, because if people think of Donny and Marie show or your singing career and this tremendous voice that you have. Marie Osmond has some pipes, y'all, and you're going to see them and hear them on display at this
Thank
concert.
you.
But you said something that I have never really thought about. You've never stopped working, really, since you started. Whether that was the
No.
variety shows, whether that was the talk shows, whether it was acting, singing, you've always been doing something. There's been no downtime.
I was Rodgers and Hammerstein's girl for a while, and I did, Sound of Music, King and I, things like that. But I've always been blessed. As a matter of fact, this is the first year I'm actually going to work Christmas Day. After I finish the tour on the 22nd, I'm flying out to Disney World. I've been associated with Disney's Christmases and stuff for years, but I'm doing candlelight out there on New Year's Eve. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after. And then all my grandchildren and children will come out and I'll play. I play as hard as I work now. I have so much fun.
Before we finish up here, I do have to go back to the Donny and Marie original variety show days. I got to ask one question. What was with the ice skating?
No, I was told I had a week and a half to learn to ice skate.
Seriously? Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, see, I had come out with Paper Roses, and I had my albums like, Who's Sorry Now, and My Little Corner of the World, all those songs. And then a lot of people don't realize that when Donny started to lose his voice, I would actually sing his parts on the Brothers album.
I did not know that, no.
Yeah, and so that's where they said, hey, you know what? She can sing. And what kind of music do you like? And I said, I love country. And that's when I started recording Paper Roses. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so after I had my hits and he had his hits, they said, oh, let's put them together on a TV show, or let's do an album. That was our very first album we did. Yeah. And from that's where Fred Silverman saw us and put us on our variety show and put us together. It was just like, hey, I woke up one morning and it was, you're going to do a show with your brother and you're going to ice skate. And I'm like, okay. And so that's really how it started. But, those are great shows. I have some video that I'm going to show in my Christmas show when I come there. It's going to bring back some really fun memories. I think you're really going to enjoy it. But, I have been associated with incredible Christmas shows from Donny and Marie and Osmond Family, Andy Williams, Bob Hope. I did many of the USO shows with Bob. I did, Christmas in Washington, Disney's. And so I know Christmas. And I think all those years of working with all these incredible people, I believe that all of that has led to the holiday shows that I do now by myself. And they're just fun. But you will see a lot of this stuff. You will see some Donny and Marie. You'll see a lot of different things. There's something for every age group.
Can't wait to see it. Marie Osmond, A Symphonic
and
Christmas.
By the way, really quick, David Osmond will be with me. He's fantastic. There's a reason he's in the show, and it will touch your heart. Wait till you see him. Of course, he was on American Idol, and he played Joseph on Broadway for Andrew Lloyd Webber, and has a hit TV show out right now. And then Brent Havens will be my conductor. Okay. He's phenomenal. Come, you will have the best time.
Okay, please go. A Symphonic Christmas with Marie Osmond at the Palladium. We've got all the information at WRTV.com. It has been the honor of a lifetime. I'm so lucky to get to do what I do because I get to talk to these people that I was watching when I was 5, 6 years old and watching religiously in the days of all the great variety shows. I mean, it was you guys, it was Sonny and Cher, it was Tony Orlando and Dawn. I mean, that was TV, right. And Johnny Carson before I went to bed. That was TV for me back then.
It was a beautiful era. I just found this out, and I don't know if this is useful information. But to air one of those Donny and Marie shows now would be about $9 million. Oh,
I believe it. Yeah. With
That's
all the
why
talent.
Variety kind of went away. It just became too expensive. So to be a part of that era was really a great learning tool for me. It was a wonderful experience.
Go see Marie Osmond here in Carmel, please. You will not forget it. It'll be a great way to spend part of your holiday season with her and her musical family. Marie Osmond has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, Ray. It's so much fun. Thanks.
For more good stuff happening in Indy, subscribe to my channel and click on that video right there for another Christmas show that I think you'll love.